Greetings, fellow culture lovers, and welcome back to another episode of Tarrker Talks, where I, Tarrker the Newt, talk at your faces for a period of time. And my cat does tap dancing in the background. It's quarter past summer, and I live in farm country, so there are flies everywhere. It is great to be alive. And the cats are having a great time because they are just attacking the crap out of these flies. And my poor puppers, my puppy dog, is learning so many bad things from them. He's learning to hunt flies. And they're all adorable, but I don't know how much I want them eating flies. Today I want to talk to you about something close to my heart. There's two professions that most people know about that revolve around studying the human body. Physicians and martial artists. In martial arts, fighters especially, will talk about doctors kind of studying the human body from a distance. Like nurses, doctors, everybody, well, really anyone working in healthcare, they study it through books and through lectures and just, learn it from a book sense, right? Inversely, when we talk about martial arts, you start off by just doing the thing, It's like you become very intimate with the human body, and it's weird. It's funny to think about. Like, I'm not trying to... It's not a way to talk shit about doctors. Obviously, fighters respect doctors. That's a no-brainer. What kind of fighter is like, oh, doctors don't know shit? Even as I say that, I know there's some fucking fighters out there that would exactly be just like that, but... What I'm trying to say is, like, of course we respect our doctors and physicians. Like, they're the ones who will be treating us when we're injured because of what we're doing. Like, hell yeah, I respect doctors, but I digress. The point I'm trying to make is it's just a thing among fighters and martial artists that most people don't really know about, or if they do, they don't really think about it. Certainly something nobody ever talks about is the way that sometimes we refer to physicians as studying the human body from a distance, because we're right there using the body, and our primary focus of study is our own body. And I feel that myself. Like, that's... I'm such an idiot. But it came to mind because one of my nephews is getting to the age now where he's starting to notice, like, kung fu movies and stuff, and starting to realize, like, hey, those are actual people doing these things. Like, maybe I can actually be one of those actual people that actually does these things. It's not just a fantasy anymore. He realizes it's something he could maybe do. Of course, I'm going to step up and be like, oh, okay, here's the basics. This is what you need to know. Start doing this, and we'll go from there. I gave him some stuff to do, basically homework. He's a typical teenager. So, I mean, he doesn't need that much as far as conditioning goes, but I showed him some stuff that he probably wouldn't know, but is necessary for the skills that he wants to apply. But you do it until you can't do it anymore, and then you go and rest, and then you do it again, and over years of time, your hands get really tough. And that's part of what you need. Also learning to manipulate weight. So that's good for him, that's good for him. And then he can take that and turn that into learning how to manipulate bodies in motion. And that's a big part of becoming a skilled martial artist. A skilled fighter, honestly, is learning to manipulate bodies in motion. When it comes to fighting, especially, when you're talking about, like, actual fighting and you're removing restraints and rules and things, it's such a... Like, you're just flipping a coin, basically. There's a lot of luck involved. There's just so much that goes into it that you don't really think about until it happens to you, It's hard to talk about. It really is. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to, like, what I just said there. That's what I mean when we say you're studying it from a distance versus understanding it directly. Like, you can sit here and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and we can sit here and study movements and push each other around and spar all we want, but none of that is fighting. So you're studying it at a distance. If you've been a fighter for a number of years, and you've been there and had to defend your preserve yourself, basically, and had to defend your very existence. First of all, have fun with the PTSD that comes along with that. I can laugh at that because I've had that problem too. I have depression, I have all the things, so I'm allowed to make those jokes, right? You can talk about situations that have happened or might happen, but chances are when things happen, it's just going to be complete chaos. And being a successful fighter often comes down to just mastering chaos, being ready for the unknown, preserving yourself. Yeah, I don't even know where to go from here. I'm just kind of talking out my ass at this point. God, it's been 20 years since I've been in a fight. Oh, yeah. Okay, so... Oh, sorry, guys. I definitely went on a little tangent there, reminiscing about my history. Perhaps I'll talk more in depth about that in a future video. But for right now, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you coming by. It was fun talking to you. I really do enjoy martial arts. I love talking about martial arts and just the art of fighting and stuff like that. It's fun and I enjoy it, and it's something I've done and I know about. So I will try to talk more about it in the future. It's just that it inevitably leads me to my past. So there it is. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now. And I'm going to do this, right? How many people could do this? I wonder. It actually requires a lot more stamina than you think.